We're at the jam-packed BMO Harris Bradley Center. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. You can feel the energy here in the BMO Harris Bradley Center. The Bucks looking to please their fans in this Eastern Conference matchup. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. Boston. Hayward outside at the 3 with Morris to his side at the 4. Kyrie Irving is out there with Smart. And it's Horford in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Opening day upon us, Brent. Some teams already looked as if they are championship contenders already. Others clearly in a rebuild mode. What's the mindset of players entering the season on a rebuilding team?
Well, if you're a veteran guy, you're asking your agent, can I get a trade? they would love to get on one of those contending teams. But a rebuilding team is about making progress each month. Really, quite honestly, that's what you want to see, Kevin, is progression month to month. Each of the games, maybe chunk out a block. 20 games here, 20 games there, and you want to see just improvement overall in what your squad is doing.
Now here's Hayward. Thonmaker unable to get his last shot to go. And it goes down 2 points. Smart's got his first points in this one.
Well, that's some good O there. Always like to see them getting those interior looks.
And here's Brogdon from the arc. Hayward grabs the board.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Morris kicks to Horford. Nice ball movement by Boston. Irving double team. Three-pointer. Hayward kept alive by Boston. Horford dishes to Morris. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Morris has got his second bucket.
Well, if my counting is right, they've made 4 of their first 5. That's good.
Here's Brogdon, and nothing is falling for him right now. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Smart passes to Irving, drains it from beyond the arc. Irving's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Oh, great ball movement there. And the Celtics leadership, very pragmatic. IT and Crowder both beloved in Boston, but they didn't hesitate to move them to get better and younger at the same time.
5 to shoot. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting called, and for good reason.
This is also one of those things where you start to think about how you're going to change your defense already. If at all possible, make someone else beat you.
Foul on the play, basket counts, so it'll be a 3-point play chance. That sends Gordon Hayward to the free throw line. It's on Jabari Parker. And the Bucks with some changes. Monroe's checked in for Thonmaker. Tony Snell comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Malcolm Brogdon. So Boston going with almost an entire new group. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Horford. Tatum comes in for Marcus Morris. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Smart. And Terry Rozier subbed in for Irving. And the Celtics with possession here. Following the 3 by Milwaukee. Brown, good.
And thinking about the Celtics' choice to get younger, perhaps a strategic move in response to the super team in Golden State. They want to
Prime example last season, Giannis was benched by Kidd, and then he looked up Kidd's credentials, and he said, wow, rookie of the year, never lost in the Olympics, won the finals, and is an NBA champion. That's right, Giannis. Sometimes looking things up in the internet can be beneficial.
Wide open. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Here's Rozier. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And he makes the bucket, drew contact, and gets the whistle, too.
this is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
I feel like the strength of this Milwaukee Buck team is in their wing play. A great collection of talent who can mix and match and play a bunch of positions. A lot of switchable defenders out there. And most of their scoring production comes from that wing position.
Now here is Dellavedova. To the paint. Here's Middleton. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Middleton's got his first bucket in this one.
And that is one thing he does very well. His intensity on the glass helps lead to these high percentage putbacks for his team.
And there's the bucket from Tatum.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
And if you check out the strategy, you can see already the plays that they're calling. Feels like they found a weakness or two in the defense.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Boston on top. Up. Estimation, who are some of the best help defenders in the NBA now?
A couple guys come to mind, Kevin, when you say help and they're actually there. Jay Crowder does a good job of recognizing, when the strong side gets broken down and he can come over and help. Certainly, Draymond Green does a great job of guarding just about anything for the Golden State Warriors. And then maybe you think about some big guys in the league. Timofey Mozgov in the right position most of the time. Hassan Whiteside for Miami. So they come in all shapes and sizes, Kev. The biggest thing they contribute is their communication skills on the backside.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Celtics coach Brad Stevens is known for getting the best out of his players. He said every NBA player has an elite strength. Some of them have 10 of them. Those guys are the very best in the league, right? But every one of them is here for a reason. And there are times where you can really soar with that skill. Kevin?
And that's why Stevens is already one of the best coaches in the league, David. You've talked about him for a long time, getting maximum results from every one of his players. Now here's Parker. D right on him. And again, the Bucks miss. Celtics leading by 9. Stolen by Dellavedova. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Hayward. Rebounded by the Bucks. Two minutes now played in the second quarter. Dellavedova kicks to Middleton. Six on the shot clock. Low block shot. Milwaukee, no good that time either. So the Celtics call timeout, their first.
Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity to kind of regroup.
Yeah. And now it's just a 4-point Boston lead. Brown outside. Irving from deep three-point range. From beyond the arc and then some. Milwaukee's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Brogdon kicks to Snell. Outside, Antetokounmpo. It's stolen by Morris. And here is Dellavedova. Here's Antetokounmpo. Hands it from downtown. Antetokounmpo's got 7.
What are you going to do defensively? Such separation with the high.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close.
Finish the job.
He has a little bit of trickeration with that one. Gets that one to go against the limb.
Wait, did you just say trickeration, GA? I think it's a size disadvantage there that he was willing to attack, but you have to develop that skill set and have counters.
Milwaukee's gone 3-6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Brogdon the pass to Antetokounmpo. For 3, Middleton. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
Well, the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Smart misses.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has has been the one differentiator thus. So much depth, they could afford to sacrifice a bit for a superstar just entering his prime.
And the Bucks making a change here. Dellavedova's checked in. And Middleton kicks to Monroe. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Hayward's running. And Morris throws it down.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Well, this team now has to settle in right here and have a great possession without getting so aggressive that you compound your mistake.
And Matthew Dellavedova is going to pick up the foul. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Takes the three. And the basket by Rozier. Rozier's got his second bucket tonight.
At least get a hand up. It's not too much to ask from a coaching staff. Just not intimidating defense at all on that possession.
Monroe, no good. Celtics leading by 5. Morris a screen. Launches a three. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris. Al Horford. Good work defensively by Monroe.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Monroe with a screen on Irving. From the baseline. The putback. It's good on the putback.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Out to Morris. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. And it's 9 points for Marcus Morris.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue.
And the Celtics lead by 12.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, when your opponent's down and frustrated, this is when you can turn it up.
Boston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Irving kicks to Horford. And he banks in the layup.
And with time becoming a factor, that may do it, guys.
Well, leads are not given. They are earned. Playing with desire and attention to detail all night. Defense has to feel fortunate. Somehow he missed that opportunity, and still, there's no reason for them to give up that kind of open shot.
Irving for three. Drops in the tray.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Celtics.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Kyrie Irving.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
Here's Rozier. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.